Good morning, children. Welcome back to our maths class. Let us continue with the chapter ratio. Next topic, division problem. Next question. In a cooperative society, there are 600 members are male and 400 are female. An executive committee of 30 members is to be formed with the same male to female ratio as in the society. How many male and female members are to be there in the committee? According to the question, ratio of men to female in the cooperative society is equal to 600 is to 400. Here 100 is a common factor, so we divide both the side by 100. 600 by 100 is to 400 by 100. That is equal to 600 by 100 is 6 is 2. 400 by 100 is 4. Again, here 2 is a common factor. So, divide both the side by 2. So, that is equal to 6 by 2 is 3 is 2. 4 by 2 is 2. So, ratio of men to female is 3 is to 2. And the question is that we have to form an executive committee of 30 members in the same ratio 3 is to 2. So, we write number of members in executive committee is equal to 30. We have to find how many males and females are there in this 30 number of executive committee in the ratio 3 is to 2. Now, first let us find the number of males in the executive committee. So, we write number of male member to be in the committee is equal to total number of members in the committee is 30. So, 30 into ratio of male is 3. So 30 into 3 by, then we have to take the sum of this. 5 members are there. So we have to divide this ratio of men by 5. That is equal to 30 into 3 is equal to 90 by 5. That is equal to 18. So number of male is equal to 18. Now let's find the number of female. Number of female members to be in the committee is equal to, as like this we have to find the female also. Total number of members is 30 into ratio of female is 2. 2 by total number is 5. That is equal to 30 into 2 is 60 by 5. That is equal to, when we divide 60 by 5 we get 12. So number of men is 18 and number of female is 12. Next question. A rectangular piece of land is to be marked on the school ground for a vegetable garden. Hari and Mary started making a rectangle with a 24-meter long rope. Vimala teacher said it should be nice if the sides are in the ratio 3 is to 5. What should be the length and width of the rectangle? According to the question, length of the rope used to make a rectangle is 24 meter. And it is said that ratio of breadth to length is 3 is to 5. So we have to find what is length and what is breadth. It is given that length of the rope used to make rectangle is 24 meter. That means perimeter is equal to 24 meter. We know perimeter of a rectangle is what? 2 into L plus B, because a rectangle is having 4 sides where opposite sides are equal. Length, breadth, breadth. Okay, opposite sides are equal. So 2L plus 2B is the perimeter. So we write 2 into L plus B is equal to 24 meter. So L plus B is equal to 24 by 2. That is equal to 12 meter. So now we get what is length plus breadth. Okay, 24 is 2 times length and 2 times breadth. We have to find the breadth and length in the ratio 3 is to 5. So here we get what is length plus breadth. Now let us find what is length. Length is equal to total meter is 12 meter. So 12 into ratio of length is what? 5. 5 by total 3 plus 5 is 8. That is equal to 12 into 5 is 60 by 8. That is equal to, when we divide 60 by 8 we get 7.5 meter. So length we get it as 7.5 meter. Now we have to find breadth. Breadth is equal to total 12 into ratio of breadth is 3. 3 by total 5 plus 3 is 8. That is equal to 12 into 3 is 36 by 8. That is equal to 36 by 8 is 4.5 meter. So length is 7.5 meter and breadth is 4.5 meter. Next question. John and Ramesh took up a job on contract. John worked 7 days and Ramesh 6 days. They got 6,500 rupees as wages, which they divided in the ratio of the number of days each worked. How much did each get? According to the question, under the contract, John worked 7 days and Ramesh worked 6 days. So, ratio of the number of days work done by John to Ramesh is 7:6. And total wages they got is 6,500 rupees. They have to share this amount according to the ratio of the days they work. Therefore, wages John got is equal to total amount of rupees they got is rupees 6,500, okay, into number of days John work is 7. 7 by total number of days is 7 plus 6 is 13. That is equal to, here 13 is a common factor. 13 will go one time and 6,500 will go 500 times in 13's table. Balance 500 into 7 is 3,500. So wages John got is rupees 3,500. Therefore, wages Ramesh got is equal to total amount 6,500 into number of days Ramesh worked, that is 6, by total number of days of contract is 13. That is equal to, again here 13 is a common factor. 13 will go one time and 6,500 will go 500 times. So 500 into 6, 3,000 rupees. So John got 3,500 rupees and Ramesh got 3,000 rupees. Next question. Angles of a linear pair are in the ratio 4:5. What is the measure of each angle? According to the question, ratio of the angles of a linear pair is 4:5. We know what is linear pair. See, when two angles are on a straight line, the sum of the angle is 180 degree. Such type of angles are called linear pair. So we write sum of the angles of linear pair is equal to 180 degree. Total of this angle is 180 degree. We have to find what is each angle. First angle is equal to, total angle is 180 degree into first angle. Ratio of the first angle is 4. 4 by total of this 4 plus 5 is 9. That is equal to, here 9 is a common factor. 9 will go one time and 180 will go 20 times. 20 into 4 is 80 degree. So first angle is 80 degree. Second angle is equal to total 180 degree into ratio of the second angle is 5 by total of this 4 plus 5 is 9. That is equal to, again 9 will go one time and 180 will go 20 times. That is equal to 20 into 5 is 100. So second angle is 100 degree. Altogether 180 degree. They are a linear pair. Next question. Draw a line AB of length 9 cm, a point P to be marked on it such that length of AP and PB are in the ratio 1:2. How far from A should P be marked? Compute this and mark the point. According to the question, draw a line AB of 9 centimeter and we have to mark a point P on it such that AP is to PB is 1:2 ratio. So we write length of the line is 9 centimeter and the ratio of AP is to PB is 1:2. We have to find how far from A we have to mark P. That means from A to P what is the length. So we write length of AP is equal to, total length is 9 into ratio of AP is 1. 1 by total is 1 plus 2, that is 3. That is equal to 9 into 1, 9 by 3. That is equal to 3 centimeter. We have to mark P 3 centimeter away from A. And second part of the question is compute this and mark the point. That means you have to draw this with the exact measurement using your scale. Next question. In a right triangle, the two smaller angles are in the ratio 1:4. Compute these angles. According to the question, in a right angle, the two smaller angles are in the ratio 1:4. We have to compute these angles. For the right angle, we know this angle is 90 degree and these two angles we have to find. For the triangle, we know the sum of the angle gives 180 degree. So, how we will find the sum of these two angles? We can subtract 90 degree from 180 degree to get these two angles. So, we write sum of the two smaller angles of a triangle. Sum of the two smaller angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree. That is equal to 90 degree. Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So, from 180 degree, we subtract this 90 degree to get the sum of these two smaller angles. So, we get that it as 90 degree. Now, we have to find what is each angle. Therefore, first angle is equal to total angle is 90 degree into ratio of the first angle is 1 by total of this. Total of the ratio 1 plus 4 is 5. That is equal to 90 by 5. When we divide 90 by 5, we get 18 degree. So, the first angle of the smaller angle is 18 degree. Second angle is equal to out of 90 degree into ratio of the second angle is 4 by total of the ratio is 5. That is equal to 90 into 4 is equal to 360 degree by 5. That is equal to 72 degree. So the first angle is 18 degree and the second angle is 72 degree.